Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us on your Friday night. I'm Sophie Serber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. Governor Kim Reynolds and Lieutenant Governor Adam Gregg today spending part of the day here in western Iowa with a stop at Ida Grove.
Ribbon cutting was held outside of the King Theater there to celebrate its reopening after a shutdown of COVID-19.
KCAU 9 News reporter Marina Bach taking us there in our top story tonight at 6.
It's been a bumpy road for the King Theater in Ida Grove. In 2010, they had to close their doors due to financial struggles. Then in 2019, they were able to reopen with major remodels, both inside and outside. And now we're here in 2020, where they had to pause operation due to COVID-19.
This is a celebration, you know, as much as we start and stop, whether it was a renovation or it was actually operating during this pandemic, this is a celebration.
The 2019 renovations on the King Theater came with a price tag around $850,000. It was all made possible through donations and grants.
Community Attraction and Tourism Grant, a CAT award, and then we also got the Ida County Betterment Award, and then we have 2 DNR awards, one for to replace the roof and another one to help dispose of brick at the back of the building.
And with the combination of state grants supplementing what they were able to do locally, they've got a pretty darn nice theater here.
Governor Reynolds and Lieutenant Governor Adam Gregg toured the historic building originally built in 1914.
It's important in these rural communities for young families and young people to have a theater so they have things to do and it keeps them local. And so I think it's a real testament to the community and just really making sure that the Main Street remains vibrant.
The renovation is causing a domino effect, sparking economic growth in downtown Ida Grove.
Revamp City Hall and add some more great things for downtown, and you know, we want to add some restaurants and some more retail properties and just make this downtown vibrant like it once was.
For the remainder of August, the theater will be showing Friday Night Lights. They're also taking requests for a classic movie that they can begin showing in September. You can submit your requests on their website. In Ida Grove, Marina Bach, KCAU 9 News.
In Iowa, the Sioux City Community School District reporting 2 staff members tonight have tested positive for COVID-19. According to the district, no students have tested positive for the virus. In both incidents, close contacts of these positive cases are now being required to self-isolate. A school official saying that the district will be releasing weekly COVID-19 case numbers on Fridays. The report will release from the schools will come out for COVID-19 when the cases occurred, unless the number of individuals that test positive in a single building requires the district to close a classroom or other precautionary measures need to be taken. A school in South Dakota confirming a positive coronavirus case tonight. Elk Point Jefferson officials say they have been informed of a high school student that tested positive for COVID-19. The state health department has identified and contacted individuals that might have been in close contact with that student. The school asking parents now to keep their children at home if they develop symptoms consistent with any contagious disease, not just COVID-19. Taking a look now at COVID-19 numbers across the rest of Siouxland. Woodbury County officials confirming 18 new cases over the last 24 hours. In the last week, health officials report a 10% positivity rate for Woodbury County. It's a 4% increase over the past 3 weeks.
Across the river, Dakota County officials now show 5 new positive tests for a total of nearly 1,960 cases. Meanwhile, Thurston County now has a total of 235 positive cases. And in South Dakota tonight, there are 50 cases in Yankton County. Union County, meanwhile, reports 36 active cases. The city of Sturgis, South Dakota, is releasing results from COVID-19 testing that it conducted just prior to the Sturgis motorcycle rally. City employees, private businesses, and residents there all eligible for that testing. In all, 650 people were tested, with 26 of those coming back positive. That's a positivity rate of 4%, which falls into the statewide range for positivities. According to the South Dakota Department of Health, there are 88 cases in South Dakota, with residents there connected to the motorcycle rally. Meanwhile, bars and restaurants in Vermillion, South Dakota will voluntarily close down early this weekend in an effort to show their support in the slow spread of COVID-19. The city's Chamber of Commerce asking folks there to order takeout and buy gift cards to continue to support local businesses, employees, and the community, all according to the South Dakota Department of Health. Clay County currently has 119 active cases of the virus. After a stretch of 90-degree days of heat, part of Siouxland, a bit of a shower today. I know in Morningside it lasted about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say it didn't last long, and we didn't get much to get rid of that drought that we're experiencing. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Scott Larson for a look at the rain totals across the area. Scott?
Well, only 1/10 of an inch of rain fell down at the Sioux Gateway Airport. We had about 1/10 of an inch in Morningside, so generally about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch is what was dispensed from those storms earlier on today. Once those cleared the area, we were able to break that streak of 90-degree highs, but just barely in Sioux City. The high temperature this afternoon was 89, 82 in Yankton and Sheldon. The high temperature today at 99 degrees, scorching in Audubon, Iowa. Tonight is going to be exceptional, though. Temperatures are expected to dip into the 50s across the map, 54 in Sioux City, even taking a fall into the 40s in Takema. We'll talk about some comfortable conditions for the weekend and some storm chances coming our way next week, all in the 9 on 9 forecast. Tim?
All right, Scott, thanks a lot. Still no ruling tonight in a lawsuit filed against Woodbury County officials after they send out pre-populated absentee ballot request forms. A hearing in that lawsuit against Woodbury County Auditor Pat Gill by the Trump re-election campaign took place via video conference just this morning. That lawsuit comes after ballots pre-filled with security information and personal information were sent to registered Woodbury County voters. That information includes names, dates of birth, and a voting PIN number that few people knew offhand. Lawyers today presented their arguments to the district court judge in that case. The judge saying that he will take everything under advisement and hopes to issue a ruling in the coming days. Meanwhile, the Trump campaign won a similar lawsuit against the Lynn County auditor just yesterday.
The murder trial of 29-year-old Andre Serber continues in Dakota County District Court today. The prosecution laying out evidence it says connects Serber to the death of Craig Kubik. Sergeant Todd Hammer of the Dakota County Sheriff's Department tonight was one of the several law enforcement officers to testify. He was asked to describe what he saw while searching property where Serber was arrested.
There was a car seat in the middle of the garage that I noticed clothes stacked on the car seat. After doing my sweep and security search of the place, when I lifted up the clothes, looking for weapons and set them back down, I noticed blood stains on them, or what appeared to be stains.
The boots and pants were shown to jurors. Testimony expected to resume on Monday in Dakota City.
At Iowa's Pine Lake State Park, there are hundreds of dead trees killed there more than a decade ago when storms rolled through.
Hail and wind pounded that park and the town of Eldora, Iowa. Now, the state park has worked to come back from that disaster since. Hailstones and wind did do a lot of that damage. Roughly 98% of the trees there were killed. More than 85% of the canopy destroyed.
But there is a concentrated effort there to replant trees which were blown over or killed.
They're standing dead. People have donated trees. Arbor Day Foundation has been very helpful. We've planted a total of 10,000. We've done several different plantings. We didn't want to have all the same year, all the same age trees for the future.
The 2009 storm was 11 years and 1 day before the derecho that tore through Iowa just a couple weeks ago.
Fortunately, Pine Lake Park did not see much damage in the August 10th storm here, but it is closed due to major renovations underway.
This week, racial unrest reignites in a march to take action against police brutality on the nation's capital.
57th anniversary of the civil rights given new meaning. That story coming up.